there are several options that are included in the stylized header. So you have the baseline text that the header will show. You have the style, the ability to enable a link. You have the new tab / window that will be attached to the link. That's optional as well. The anchor, and then you have the anchor link ID attribute. You have two styles, basic or center, which I will show both. The link, as I said, could be same tab or a new window. And then the text itself does not have a character limit. So going into it, showing here. Let's start a new line. I believe I already have the copy paste. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So going in to the choose your component, you'll find it right here, stylized header. So you insert it, and then you put your text. So I already have it copy pasted. Boom. And I'll just use the basic for right now. The link I have right over here. Lincoln. Let's just put into a new window. And then for the anchor, we're not going to worry about that right now. And then just save it. And there it is. So this is the basic style, and you can add whatever text you want afterwards. Hello, here is some text. And if you wanted to see the centered version, just go right back in and just change it over to centered. Save it, and now it's centered. And then Grace, is it okay if I could publish this page or?
Yeah, go ahead and I can unpublish it later.
Okay, perfect. Oh, save it, and then publish. Here. So, see the text. Oh, sorry, I did not enable the link. So you make sure you do that. Enable the link, save it, save again, publish. There we go, awesome. So now that's a link. You can click it, and it's a whole new tab. So, woo, manatees. As far, do you want me to demo the anchor potentially, or is that fine?
If you like, that's kind of if any of you have used anchor links, that's when you can basically pull content via a link kind of to jump to the point of a page that you want. Yeah, you can go ahead. We have plenty of time.
Okay, so back here. Let's just say that was enough text to be able to jump. So neighbor, let's call it a T here. Wait.
So you have to create the anchor first, and then you'll have to link to it. So if you go, no, it's okay. So right there, see the anchor in the WYSIWYG right there. Yep, perfect. So just name it manatee, and then that should work perfectly. Yep.
Okay. All right. I was on the right track. I was like, what's a link?
Yeah. Anchors can be a bit tricky. So now you all also getting a demo of anchor links.
Yeah. Publish it again. Hopefully it's enough text where it can jump. Oh, it's not jumping.
Something always goes wrong in our demos, everybody. So just bear with us. But
if you go into the WYSIWYG again, change the anchor link to actually be a link, but make the source that it's going to # manatee. So cancel that out.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably easiest just to delete that one, and then just type link, and we'll link it like normal.
Okay, it's like this then.
Yeah, and then in the URL field put # manatees.
Okay. All right. All right, so I was on the right track either way. Okay, and then There we go. All right, see, so yeah, so it just basically just jumps straight down to the anchor right here. That's how the anchor link works.
Perfect.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right. Before we move on, we have plenty of time for this one. Any specific questions on the stylized header component? Pretty self-explanatory. So either left justified or centered. Okay, Charlotte, if you'd like to continue on.
My turn. Okay, let's see if I can share my screen successfully. Okay, do you guys all see that?
Looks great.
Okay, so Callout Text component. This is one of our newer ones that we had done like a soft launch before, realized I made an issue with it, pulled it back, relaunched it better than before. Basically, what we're going to do is create a gray box or a green box on a page that also has some text inside it. It requires a heading, it requires some text, and then the link is optional, and the link can be formatted as like a link style with a little arrow that hovers over, you know, when you go over it, or more of a buttony style where it's a green button with the background. So the way we'll do it is very similar to what Jessica just showed us. I'm going to make a new line and go over here to the component button. And then I locate Callout Text and click Insert, and a new modal window pops up with all the fields to fill out. So the first one is Callout Text Box Color. We can choose either gray or green. We'll leave it on gray for now, then I'll show you what green looks like. And then for the heading, let's put Save the Manatee Club, because we have a theme going on today. You have a choice of heading levels. H3 is generally what you start with. H2 is only for use on gallery pages. Right now, we do have a bug with the H2 where it's not being shown as being correctly styled, but we have a fix in progress for that, and hopefully it'll go live next week or so. So if you try it out with an H2 and it looks funky, don't worry, we're on it. But we'll leave it as an H3 for now. And then for text, I'm going to copy some wonderful manatee text over here. It's a little mini WYSIWYG editor. And as you can see, you can make things bold or italicized or underlined, but we want to make sure that people are aware of manatees. So we are emphasizing that. You can choose if you want to display a link or not. We're going to go ahead and display a link. If you want it to be the theme to be the link theme, like I said, with the little arrow that moves on hover, or if you want it to be a button, which we will go with the button. You can set the text of the link. We want it to be learn about the club. It's a nice action-oriented item. For the URL, we want it to go to savethemanatee.org, or you can use the little file chooser button to navigate to a page in the CMS as well, just like you would a normal link in the WYSIWYG editor. And we'll keep it to open in a new tab or window as well. So save, bam, save the Manatee Club. So let us save, and I will publish as well. And save the Manatee Club. But maybe you look at that and you're like, gray's not my style. I'm not really digging the button. You can easily go in, click the little edit pencil, change it to green, change the link theme to link, save it again, and it automatically updates within the WYSIWYG editor, so you kind of get a preview of it and you're not left wondering, oh no, what's going on here? And click publish, refresh, and now it's green and you got the little wiggly arrow going on over there. And if we wanted to have, we recommend doing the heading level choices the same as you would normally with headings on the page. So if we had this underneath the callout text specifications, we'd probably want to change it to be an H4. So it continues that hierarchy there. But yeah, that's callout text components. I hope you enjoy it.
Perfect. Any individual? Oh yeah, let's answer Thomas's question. What's your question, Thomas? You can go ahead and turn your mic on.
Yeah, I was just wondering, does it have to be page wide, or can you do it, like off to the side?
Yeah, it should work within, like if you have one of the 2-column text snippets on the page, you should be able to just drop it in one of those fields. If you're using the gallery page, I've experimented with using the like text and image snippet for gallery pages and dropping it in the text section, and it'll just size to fill however much space is being allotted to it.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Great question. Thank you, Kate. She put in an example of the 2-column in the chat. Okay, so we'll move on to our last component. We'll have plenty of time today for questions, so please keep those in your brain until we're done with the very last one. So Wayne, if you'd like to go ahead and share your screen.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, so our info sections as a design element has been around for a while. It's basically a group section of content that includes a title, some kind of blurb or text, and then a list of links from 1 to 5. The newest addition to this component is an image. So the ability to add an image to this blurb and put it on the left or the right side. Let's see how it works. So I go into edit mode on my page, go into the component list, choose info section, and I'll get this modal window like you've seen. And we're going to save the manatees again. So I'm going to grab the title. Also work properly. Here's I'll add the blurb. One thing to note about this little info section text is that it's purely text. You can't add links or anything additional in this section. So it's something to bear in mind as you're creating this. And now we get to the newest section of this component, which is the ability to add an image. So you choose whether you want to have one or not. We're going to say, yes, we do. And then you can go to the file chooser here. And I probably would have already prepared this image and uploaded it into my images folder. And then we're just going to go find it. And there's our beautiful picture of this manatee. And we want to make sure we add a proper description of the image for accessibility purposes. And in the next one, here's how we choose if it's going to be on the right or the left of our blurbs and links. The first link is mandatory. We need at least one link in there to make this work correctly. And then links 2 through 5 are all optional. So we're going to display link 1. I'm going to put in a nice link text so that we know what is happening when you click this link. And then we'll link over to this amazing site. And like Charlotte's example, you can also click the browse button here and go find a site within the CMS to link to as well. And you can also choose whether you want this link to open in a new tab or the current window. We'll just have it open in the current tab. And for this one, you won't see a preview right here because it has to do some extra processing. But if you click save in the preview, you will see what it looks like ultimately. So this is kind of what it looks like when it's fully formed. You go into edit mode. We can then click on this to change it. Let's say we wanted the image on the left-hand side instead. Save it in edit mode. And there you go. The additional links will just appear right below this. And that's the info section component.
Awesome. Thank you, Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I feel like there's a need, and we do have this option. This info section with an image, I think could serve a lot of you all for maybe, let's say, like a faculty directory, if you want to do their headshot and a little blurb about them. We also have a specific faculty component that lists more of just their credentials, their title, their email, where it's in the works that the faculty component may eventually include an image option, but for now, I think that's kind of a great solution in terms of having some type of faculty directory. You want to have their headshots in there. So that's something that I can see a lot of you all using for this info section.